We are at the park.
No one's here.
No one's here yet. We're actually early. We usually meet at noon, but some of our friends were running late, so that was fine. Because like I said, we're usually late, but we're actually the first ones here. And it's kind of chilly out. Like, we got that rain last night and it really dropped our temperature. And so we're kind of debating, like, what should we do? Should we go to the park or not? Because this park is on the water. You guys can see the water right there. And so it gets kind of chilly. So I guess we'll just see how it goes, and if we have to go somewhere else, maybe we will.
I like this park because it feels like we're on an island.
An island?
Yeah.
It does kind of, because the water goes from over there all the way. It's a river and it goes all the way down. And then there's a nice playground. This is where we come. We try to come here every week unless something else comes up. Like, there's a couple things that came up today that we wanted to go to instead, but they didn't work out, so it worked out okay that we ended up coming to the park. So we usually just, you know, the kids run and play. I sit on a blanket with Chelsea and play and talk with my friends. Alex plays with her friends. So it works out. It's a nice little park. And we have a good time, right?
Yep.
Yep, so we're just gonna wait for our friends and then we're gonna have a park day. So I wanted to mention, the only thing I don't like about this park is it's not very baby friendly. Like, they don't have any baby swings, so I can't like swing Chelsea. They don't have like anything for her to do, because like they have slides and climbing stuff, but you know, she would have to be like really walking well, you know, to be able to go on that stuff. And then last week I went to go use the restroom to change Chelsea's diaper. I guess I've never changed her diaper while we're here before. I don't know, it's weird. But I swear they had a changing table in there and they didn't. And I was like, they don't even have a way to like change her diaper. I ended up having to lay her on the changing mat that I have, which is fine, but it would just be more convenient if they had a changing table. So, I mean, there's just not anything for baby, aside from just laying the blanket out and letting her play with her toys. That's just what I do. But then, of course, she's crawling and she wants to crawl off of the blanket and try to go get into stuff. You know, like the grass, the dirt, because it's not like it's nice grass to play in. It's just dirt and weeds and bugs and, well. So anyway, it's a little hard with the baby, but we try to make it work out. So we saw this mailbox on the way here. I just think that is so cool. It's a silver metal guy that's waving and holding a mailbox. So cool. Wow! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, when I was at the park earlier today with our friends, a friend of mine had stopped at Starbucks to get, I think she got a coffee. And she had texted me on the way to the park and she's like, do you want anything from Starbucks? And I said, no, but thank you, because that's a little delayed. You got it to work?
Yeah.
We're still switching over. We're still working on switching our phones. You couldn't get me? That's weird.
Obviously both phones are working.
Anyway, I am not a fan of Starbucks. I'm just not. I like Starbucks ice cream. Yeah, like their coffee ice cream. And I like their Frappuccinos, which are in these glass jars. Probably should have done this before I was vlogging. These. I love these. These are really good. Frappuccino, and I get the coffee flavor, I think. I don't know, anyway. I like those, but I don't like going to Starbucks and purchasing like their coffees. I don't know, every time I've tried them, they're bitter, they don't taste good to me. I really don't like them. I'd rather just make my own coffee at home. Well, she had bought a hot chocolate for her daughter, and her daughter's like, took one sip and she's like, I don't like this, it tastes like dark chocolate. I don't like dark chocolate either. But my friend's like, well, do you want this? She doesn't like it. And I said, sure, I'll drink it. Again, it tasted bitter. It did. It does taste like dark chocolate, even though it's like a lighter chocolate color. So I have like half of it left, and I'm going to add sugar and I'm going to add milk to it and see if I can't salvage the rest of it and make it taste a little better. I don't know. What do you guys think about Starbucks? I know there are so many people that are just crazy fanatics addicted to Starbucks, and I just don't see what all the hype is. I am perfectly happy with my coffee that I make at home. I would choose that any day, or dollar coffees from McDonald's. Call me crazy, but I think they're really good. That's what I like, and I like Dunkin' Donuts coffee. So those are the things I like, and of course Tim Hortons, but we don't have Tim Hortons down here, unfortunately. That would be like my #1 choice if I could, or my coffee at home. So yeah, I'm gonna try to salvage the rest of this hot chocolate. Let me know if you guys are fans of Starbucks. I'm just not, and which is probably a good thing because I know they're expensive. I don't even know how much it costs because I don't go there, but I've heard they're expensive, and for me, coffee is just silly to spend that kind of money on. Like I said, give me the dollar ones from McDonald's, right? So I'm gonna drink my hot chocolate and I'm gonna try to eat some more of these Oreos, which by the way, I'm not a fan of the cookie dough ones. They're really sweet. I love maple flavor and they taste like maple, but they're just too sweet. Like you take one bite and you're like, oh, I can't eat anymore. But we're gonna try to eat those. Get rid of them, I guess. What do you find strange about this cookie, other than the fact that it doesn't taste like cookie dough? Take a look at it.
Let's see.
Was that supposed to be very, like, complex?
What?
Not complex so much. Okay, what do you notice about it?
Nothing.
Whoa.
Yeah. This is an Oreo, right?
Yeah.
This side is imprinted with the Oreo design. And I couldn't figure out why the backs of these cookies were falling off. This side's
Both
not
of them are
imprinted.
printed. Both of them are printed.
On that one, not on this one.
It
This one's
probably
not
is,
printed.
though.
No, it's not. It's inside out. It's on the inside.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It is printed.
They put it on the wrong way.
It's on backwards.
Oh, that's funny. But the backs of the cookie, the other cookie I just ate, because this is my second one, the back fell off. I just ate it, no big deal. But then I went to eat this one, and that's why the back fell off. It's because it wasn't on properly. And now my cookie's been handled by everybody.
Hey, you're passing it around. What are you doing?
What was he doing?
I don't know. He was just like laying there. Such a weird dog. So weird. And now it's playtime. Tell you what, it's this cold weather. He perks right up when it's cold outside.
I let him in from outside and he went ballistic.
I can't reach it. Bring it here. Do you want me to play with you or not? Fine. I'll just sit back and you play all by yourself. Oh, of course. It got wedged behind the gate, behind her playseat. Ah!
Heard a whole lot of thumping around in here. You know, I grabbed the camera and came in here and he came running behind me down the hall.
Something's going on.
Something's different.
Yeah, this was coming down eventually. Cause
The black wall.
yeah,
In or out? In or out? Come on.
Goober.
I don't want to make noise and wink at Chelsea.
This wall is gonna get painted white because I want a white backdrop for our videos. We did the black for a while and I wasn't happy with it.
Yeah.
So
We've had problems with it. Like, it looks dirty. Like
the dirt doesn't
dusty.
show up. Yeah, I mean it
Like-
does show up. Yeah.
Just little marks. It gets little marks on it. I don't know. I kind of like the black though. Like, for the backdrop for mine, I kind of liked
Did
it.
you? I thought
Yeah.
white would look just brighter and cleaner, where this does tend to make everything look dark.
So Michael's wanting to paint this wall here.
Yeah.
White.
Paint it white. I think it'll be bright.
Here's the
It'll help
question.
with the lighting, because the black absorbs the light. So if this is painted white, it's going to reflect off, and it should brighten the room up, which we need more lighting, even though we have these two boxes.
Okay, so I have my little obsessive compulsive. Are you going to paint the whole wall?
I am gonna paint
Please
all the
say
way
yes.
down, but I'm gonna probably go from that corner there to this corner.
And leave it
and
green.
leave that. Yeah, so it'll have that border on top, underneath, and then all the way down.
Okay, because I was thinking like you were just going to slap some paint on the wall and it was going to drive me crazy
No,
because it wasn't
has
going to
go
be finished.
It has to go end to end because the camera will pick up that far, and it has to almost go from bottom to top because the camera will pick up that much.
Yeah, I was just afraid you were going to be like roll it and then like not have any straight lines or anything like that. Because you know, we have white patches above the back door in the kitchen that drive me bonkers.
Can you see all the white showing through there from when it was white?
That's just because the paint didn't cover it very well. We have white splotches.
You can see it everywhere.
Yeah, I know. We have white splotches in the kitchen above the door though from where we patched up holes because we used to have curtains that went across the whole back door, the French doors, and we took them down just to let a bunch of light in and stuff like that. They were just getting in the way because the dog was going outside all the time and stuff. So we patched up the holes and never painted, and that drives me crazy. And then the frame around the door, there's a square missing. And I was just telling Michael the other day, I'm like, we've got to get something and fix that.
Just little things.
Little things around the house.
I'm very bad at. I start a project and I get it 99% done, and there's that one little piece that never gets done.
And that drives your wife bonkers for years.
That's me too.
I don't remember how long ago we put that door in. Do you? The frame around the door? 6 years?
It's been a long time.
6 years ago, I think we put the frame around the door, and he never put that square in. And it's drove me crazy ever since. We have some work around here to do. I've been working on the weeds out front. I need to finish that. So yeah, anyway.
Already,
this will be done.
Taking that down, looking through the camera, I can see how much more it brightened it up. So
you think you're gonna like it?
I hope.
So that's.
If not, it can go right back up.
As busy as you are, I don't know how you're gonna find the time to paint. You have to do it probably at night after Chelsea goes to bed. I'll help you or something.
Needs to be done because I'll have videos that need to be shot. So, and I don't want to leave the tan wall. I'm not very much of a fan of that for the background.
So I guess
why that got put up to begin with.
Yeah. So I guess stay tuned and we'll have a new backdrop in our videos.